Look at the size of that bastard. Okay, so if you've been watching me on YouTube for a while now, you may have noticed that there is something not particularly right with a certain part of my face. Or it might come as a little bit of a shock to you. So you may notice that my nose isn't particularly straight. Now the main question is, how did it happen? Well, we'll get to that in a bit. But first, you know, what does it cause? Does it cause any problems breathing and things like that? The answer to that is yes. From time to time, I will not be able to breathe out of one side of my nose. Does it? So, you know, breathing problems is a thing for me. Having breathing problems, do I snore at night? Well, to be honest, I don't know, because I tend to be asleep when that happens. But I feel like I sleep with my mouth open, so I think that's my brain saying, mate, your nose ain't working, so let's just breathe out the mouth. One thing I will say is that it does make for some funny jokes and some funny gifts. I remember one Christmas, my brother got me this nose for sitting sunglasses on. Look at that. He thinks it's hilarious. Now, speaking of sunglasses, I'm gonna put that down because that's just weird. Speaking of sunglasses, they don't particularly fit too well. They're either always lopsided or it digs into one side of my nose. So they're particularly uncomfortable to wear a lot of the time, unless they have them adjustable like nose things on them. But high-end glasses tend to, you know, not want you to do that. I tend to try and keep it out of photos, so you'll notice in every single photo that I do have taken of me, I'll always be facing this way, and I even try to do it in all my videos, because this is the most natural looking side of the face. See, I look different on both sides of my face. See, this side is quite, you know, looks quite normal, sloped, straight, and then if I turn around this way, it's not particularly that pleasing to the eye. I could imagine it's also a problem in the film or TV industry, you know what I mean? Like, getting hired to do stuff for modelling and being in TV and being in films and just being in front of a camera at somebody else's decision is probably a problem for me. So, how did it happen? Well, I wish I could say I was being some kind of hero and, you know, saving a baby or, you know, just doing something crazy that would involve a nose injury, fighting Conor McGregor, and I won. No, that's not really how it happened at all. To be honest, nothing really caused it, just born with it. So, just unlucky, I guess. You know, there's worse problems to have in the world other than a bent nose, so I wouldn't, yes, it stresses me out, but, you know, there's worse problems to have. So another question would be, do I want a nose job? Now, we have been to see a doctor about this and told him that, you know, obviously it is causing problems breathing and things like that, but they said that in the UK we have the NHS, which normally covers, you know, stuff that affects your health and things like that, so it would be free healthcare to have it sorted. But in this case, it would actually cost us £5,000, and I don't have £5,000 to spend on a nose. I also have a fear of surgery. That's another one as well. I kind of have a fear of surgery, you know, being asleep and somebody cutting you open. That just doesn't sit well with me, man. On the other hand, having it fixed, I would have a straight nose and I'd be able to breathe properly. But yeah, no, that's the deal with the nose. So if you've ever, you know, been watching one of these videos and been thinking, something ain't right here. Something ain't right. It's more than likely the nose. It's even worse. Like, look at that. Not a particularly flattering angle, I know, but it's a good way to see the curvature of the nose. Flatten the curve, am I right? Hopefully this won't affect any future opportunities. You know, like I say, being in front of a different camera other than my own. But I guess we'll have to see. Anyway, that about wraps that up. I'm glad I got to talk that out with you. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff that you already love to do. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.